Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. On this tutorial we're going to continue from where we stopped on our Laravel API development with JWT authentication. So on the previous video we learned how to build the login and registration endpoint using JWT. If you have not watched the two previous videos that I have dropped on this series, I would advise you go back to watch them before coming back to this so that you'll be able to follow along. Okay, on this episode we are going to continue with the email verification endpoint, where we'll be able to send out a link with token to the user's email after registration, which the user will use to verify his or her email. So after that, we're also going to protect the authenticated routes, whereby those who have not verified their email won't be able to access those routes until the users verify his or her email. In order to send out emails to users, we need an email delivering platform. On this tutorial, we're going to be making use of Mailtrap, which will help us to inspect and debug emails in development and staging environments before sending it to the actual recipient in production. After watching this video and you find it informative and helpful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel, and also turn on the notification bell icon to get notified anytime I post a new video. For you to use Mailtrap, you have to first of all create an account with them. So to create an account with them, you have to head over to their official website, which is mailtrap.io, and create an account with them, and it is totally free. So after creating the account, you'll be redirected to your dashboard. So on your dashboard, you'll be able to see your SMTP credentials. So to get it, you have to click on this coil. A drop down will appear. You scroll down to select the framework you're using. So on our own case, we are using Laravel 9+, 9 and above. So you click on it, the SMTP configuration settings will appear. Then you copy it, head over to your code base, open your .env file and paste it here. Then you now save. Next, we are going to create our notification class, which we're going to use to send out the email to the user. So to create a notification class, let's open up our terminal. So run this command with me, php artisan make notification email. We're going to call it email verification notification. Then hit enter and it has been created. So after creating the notification class, you're going to see it inside your notification folder, inside the app folder. So when you open it, you'll be able to see the email verification class that we just created. So let's quickly set up our email verification class. So first, our email verification class is going to accept a link which has the verification token that will be sent to the user's email. So it's going to be URL, then we pass it to the constructor. And let's scroll down on where we are going to write the message that will be sent to the user alongside with the URL that has the token which the user will use to verify his or her email. So let me copy and paste this email copy I got from JWT. So this is going to be our app. Then the URL that is going to be clicked is going to be this URL. Then this is going to be verify email. Then let's not forget the subject of the email, which is going to be verify email address. Let's add the last line, which will tell the user if they didn't create an account. if you didn't. So let's supposed to be double quotes. Then create an account. For the action is required from you. Let's try and personalize the message a little bit. So let's add another line. I said dear, then I'm going to use this notifiable. Then pass in the name of the user. And that's all we need on this class, so let's close it up. Next, we are going to create a model and migration that we are going to use to save the token when we generate it. So to create it, let's quickly head over to our terminal again and type this with me: php artisan make model email verification token. Pass in the end flag, which will also create a migration for us. So hit enter, and it has been created. So to see the migration file that we just created, open the database directory. You see migrations, click on it, and there's it. So let's add the columns that we need on the migration. First one is going to be a string, which we use to save the user email. Next is also going to be a string, which will save the token. And lastly will be a timestamp, which tells when the token has expired. And that's all we need on this migration file. Okay, and that's all we need here. Next, we're going to let's open up the model that we just created to allow mouse assign on the model. So let's go to the model directory. We'll see the email verification token. Then let's add protected, guided. So this will allow mouse assign on the model. Okay, next, to stay organized, we are going to create a service which will handle the email verification processes. So to do that, we are going to create two folders. Inside the app folder, create a folder, call it custom. Inside it, we're going to create another folder, name it services. Then inside it, let's create our email verification service. .php. Okay, we're going to start by specifying the namespace. Let's open up our PHP tag. So let's specify the namespace, which is going to be app. Inside the app we have customs. Inside customs we have services. There's a namespace we're going to be used. Let's create our class. Okay, the first method we're going to create inside this class is the method that will generate the link that we're going to send to the user. So let's quickly do that. Generate verification link. Okay, And this method is going to accept the user email. And it's going to return a string. So what we'll do here is that first, before we generate any new link, we're going to check if there is already existing link that has the user's email, so that we won't pile up tons of tokens on the database that is not doing anything. So any email that is already there, before we generate a new one, we have to delete it. So to do that, let's quickly get the token. Okay, let's call it check if token exists. So I'm going to call the model. Remember the model we created, which is the email verification token. Don't forget to also import it here. I'm going to search for the user email via email. It's equals to email, getting the first record that was found. Let me close this off. Okay, if the token exists, we're going to delete it. Before creating a new one. So let's create the link that we're going to send to the user. So first, let's create a token. We're going to use a string helper class. We're going to use the UID class method inside the string helper. Don't forget to import the string helper class. That's it. Let's now create the URL that we're sending to the user. First, we have to get the app URL from the .env. So to get that, we're going to use the config helper class. Then inside it, we have the app. Okay, let me open up the config so that you're able to see where I'm getting it from. Inside the config, you have the app.php. Inside the app.php, you have the URL here, which is this. So when you go to the env file, you see app URL there. You can update it to wherever your app URL is. So in our own case, for testing purpose, we're using localhost 8001. Save it and close it. So to get it, you're going to use the URL and dot concatenate. Then we are going to pass the token as a query string, which the front end guys is going to extract it on the URL and send it back to me for verification. So token is going to be token, and again we're going to also add the user email. And that's it. Lastly, let's save the token that we just created inside our database. So to do that, let's create our save token. So inside our database, we have email, then we have token, then we have expire that, which we're going to set it to expire at the 60 minutes, which is 1 hour. Then lastly, we're going to return the URL. So if save token, return URL, and we save it. And that's all we need on this method. Next, we're going to create the method that will send the verification link to the user. So to do that, let's quickly create that here. So I'm going to create send verification link to the user. And it's going to accept the user, and it's going to return a void. So we call up the notification class here, which is the first class. Then call the send method, which will accept the user that the email will be sent to. Then the email verification notification class, which will also accept the URL that will be sent to the user. So here in our own case, let me close this up. In our own case, we already have a method that will generate the URL for us. So let's call the method inside here, which is this generate link, and it's going to accept the user email, which we already have inside our user object. And that's it. Remember to import the notification for search class and also the email verification notification class here. This is going to be an object, and this is going to be a string, and there we have it. Next, we will go to the auth controller where our registration is, to send the verification link after registration. So let's open up our auth controller, which is inside our HTTP API auth controller. Now to use the service, the email verification service we created, you have to inject it using the constructor. Public function constructor, and that's it. So it's going to be private. Then let's call the email verification service. Yeah, make sure you also import it here. Then let's call this service variable here, so we can use it inside our registration method. So before you log the user in, let's set the verification link. So inside it we have this service, then you have send verification link, which will accept the user. And that's it. So let's quickly test our registration endpoint again and see if it's going to send a link. Okay, let me start our server again. Okay, let me open up Thunder client. Okay, the email is already taken. Close on this. Okay, we have now run the migration, so let's run the migration. Finish artisan migrate. Okay, we have run the migration, so let's test it again. Let's register the email already. Let's test another email. Okay, it has created. So let's check if the email was sent out. Let's go to our mail trap to see if the email is there. Okay, here it is, verify email address. Okay, as you can see, the email was sent, and there we have it with the verification link. So if you check the verification link down here, you see. And let's open it. As you can see, there's a verification link with the token. Okay, this video is taking longer than I expected, so I'm going to stop here for this video. On the next video, we are going to create the method that will verify the user's email when the users return back the email or the token that was sent to them to their email. So if you find this video helpful and informative, don't forget to like, share to your friends, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and also turn on the notification bell icon to get notified anytime I post a new video. See you in the next video.